Hello, everybody. This is the 7th episode of Failure Stories, and today we have Proma with us, who is a founder of a content marketing agency, DigiWitch, a content creator, a content writer and strategist, marketer, author, and language instructor. Talking about the education, Proma has MBA in Finance and Marketing, and she didn't find that kick in that finance field. That's why she tried new things like painting, blogging, crafting, interior design, and got her first break in the creative field as PR executive. So many fields are there, but you might be thinking that how Proma were able to manage her time and all. But that's not the topic today. Today's topic is about failure. Today's topic is we are going to talk about the struggle, and converting struggle into opportunities is Proma's superpower, and that's why Proma is here to motivate you all. So Proma, just tell people about yourself something.
Hi Tanmay, thank you so much for having me on Failure Stories and looking forward to the session. So about me, you have actually given a wonderful introduction to myself, better than I could. So yeah, I'm pretty much, I identify myself as, a marketer through and through. I love marketing. It was not the first choice that I had when I started my career, because I thought I was a finance person. And then I realized, like you said, didn't get the kick in finance. I wanted to have more creativity and, in my journey. And somehow marketing happened. But when it did happen, I felt like I found exactly what I'm meant for. And my journey started from there.
Awesome, super.
Yeah.
Okay, तो आगे बढ़ने से पहले हम लोग ये डिस्कस करेंगे. मैं बताऊंगा कि फेलियर स्टोरीज का मिशन क्या है. Why I started failure stories? Because the mission of the failure stories is that I want to empower young and aspiring entrepreneurs to take calculated risk. Because क्या हो रहा है, बहुत सारे entrepreneurs को बहुत कुछ करना है. They want to do something. They want to start startup. They want to start YouTube channel or whatever small things. But वो लोग, उन लोगों के मन में एक failure का डर है. And that's why I want to improve. That's why I want to inspire people by, हमारे जो गेस्ट है वो लोग भी बहुत बार फेल हुए, लेकिन फिर भी वो लोग सक्सेसफुल हो गए. ये मिशन है फेलियर स्टोरीज का. और कोर मैसेज है फेलियर स्टोरीज का, दैट डू नॉट रिपीट योर मिस्टेक. अगर आप मिस्टेक्स को रिपीट करेंगे तो आप ग्रो नहीं कर पाएंगे. और आई एम ऑल्सो ऑन डेली बेसिस प्रैक्टिसिंग दैट आई शुड, आई डू नॉट रिपीट माई मिस्टेक्स. इवन आई एम प्लेइंग चेस, और जो भी छोटी छोटी चीजें मैं दिन में करता हूँ, मैं ट्राई करता हूँ, मैं प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ कि मैं उसको रिपीट न करूँ. और अगर हम लोग हमारी मिस्टेक को रिपीट नहीं करेंगे तो हम लोग बहुत फास्ट ग्रो हो सकेंगे. So that's the core message and mission of the failure stories. So let's get ahead and let's start our show. That who you are today, what is your position today? Tell, just give a trailer about who you are today, and then we'll jump to the next part.
Okay, who I am today. Well, I am the founder of DigiWitch, which is a marketing agency. DigiWitch is 6+ years old right now. And there is so much that I've been doing, but mostly in the marketing field. Everything from content creation to dissemination of content to talking to people, creating a marketing community, trying to keep it alive. There has been so much that has been going on. I'm also a wife and a mother to a 6-year-old. So that is also an integral part of my life. And that is who I am. And when it comes to failure stories, I know Tanmay, initially I told you that I don't have maybe a lot of stories to share, but just when you were talking about whom this is meant for and why, I remembered something which I'm going to share today.
Wow, super. Okay, so let's get to the next part, that how you reached where you are today.
Okay, so well, it has been quite a journey. I love numbers. So I love numbers and I love words. Okay, so this is a very weird mix. So people generally are into creativity, or they are into numbers. So logic or the creative part of it, right? So I had a very difficult time understanding exactly what I need to go into initially, but then I liked finance. So I studied commerce, and then I went for MBA Finance. I enjoyed doing all of that. And I landed a job as a consultant in one of the big fours. So that was going well, but then I realized, okay, there is a lot of numbers happening, not a lot of words or creativity happening. So that was a gap that I felt was there. And then that's when that phase started, where I started looking for, different career options that were there. This happened really early. 1 year into my career in finance, I realized I need to make a change. And one of the reasons my friends applauded that decision was leaving a well-paying consulting job in a big four just when you had gotten placed, and trying to find something new is not something a lot of people would want to do, right? But I was, yeah, but मुझे करना था. I just wanted to do it, and I took the plunge. I took the plunge knowing that I might not find what I'm looking for, or I might find. It's a 50-50 chance. But I have to take the chance. And as luck would have it, I found the better half of the 50%, and I stumbled across marketing, and that's how slowly and steadily the road got built. I started freelancing, and then I started my own agency, and this is how I ended up as the founder of DigiVeg.
Wow, courageful decision. बहुत लोगों के साथ होता है. मैंने गैरी के कमेंट्स में एक बार पढ़ा था कि उस बंदे के 400,000 फॉलोअर्स थे, 4 लाख फॉलोअर्स थे टिकटॉक पे, पर उसे मजा नहीं आ रहा था वो करने में. He was, always वो कहता था कि मुझे रोज अपनी ऑडियंस को वो नहीं दिखाना है जो फेक है, मेरी ये फेक साइड है, जो भी है मैं ये सब छोड़ना चाहता हूँ. और उसने वो सब छोड़ा और फिर उसे अलग जगह पे किक मिली. सो करना पड़ता है. अगर मजा नहीं आ रहा उस चीज में तो फिर क्या फायदा वो करके, भले उसमें से पैसे आ रहे हैं. पीस बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. वही तुमने किया, फाइनेंस को छोड़ के फिर मार्केटिंग में जंप किया, एंड फाइनली यू गॉट दैट. तो बहुत अच्छी बात. ये बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन है हमारी ऑडियंस के लिए. अगर आपको जो भी कर रहे हैं उसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा तो फिर ट्राई करो. देखो मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा ये तो हम जितनी कोशिश करेंगे उसके ऊपर है, बट 90% of the time, 99% of the time, what is important is happiness in the end. और मिल जाएगा. Yeah. So let's talk about the family support. How was your family support, and how is your family support?
Okay, so yeah, I am, touch wood, very blessed when it comes to support. I've always been supported, be it my parents and my brother, or my husband and my son. They have all supported me in my journey. And one thing that I feel, again, we look outwardly a lot कि कौन हमारी मदद कर दे, कौन हमें support कर दे. But how many times it is like, at the end of the day, सब कुछ ना खुद से शुरू होता है. So if you show others that you trust your own decisions, that you are taking ownership of your own actions, they are more inclined to help you out. They are more inclined to support you. So there are two types of things that happen. ये सब मैंने खुद से ही सीखा है. ऐसा नहीं कि पहले दिन से I knew it कि this is how it's going to happen. But I saw that for things that I did not take ownership of, कि मुझे लग रहा था कि हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, आप हाँ कर दो तो मैं कर लूंगी करके, when you do that, that other person is also not sure. It is your life, and you're saying that my life depends on your decision. That support does not come fully. Okay.
Right.
But then you go ahead and say कि I am convinced I'm going to do this. All I need is your support, and I'm going to make this happen. So you will want, that person will be more open to giving you the support you require, because they know somehow इस इंसान को खुद पे भरोसा है कि ये कर लेगा.
First step लेना बहुत
important. So that is the first step, needs to come from yourself, and then definitely everybody will stand up and help you achieve whatever you want to achieve, in life.
Okay. तो हमारे ऑडियंस को एक टीजर देते हैं कि what was the struggle and how you overcome. Just 1-2 मिनट में बता दो, फिर हम लोग डीप डाइव करेंगे whole journey में.
What was the struggle? वही घूम फिर के स्ट्रगल जब मैं सोचती हूँ, एक चीज बोलूं जो मेरे करियर का स्ट्रगल नहीं था, बट इट वाज अ वेरी बिग स्ट्रगल फॉर मी.
हाँ,
And this is okay. So we moved to Mexico for some time, okay, for 2.5 years.
okay.
And when we moved there, वहाँ पे Spanish is spoken mostly, right? So people are not, they don't speak English a lot.
Oh.
And when we reached there, एक दिन मतलब we were jet lagged, right? And रात को हमें बहुत भूख लग गई थी, and we needed to eat something. And I called this pizza place, Sbarro करके एक brand है.
Okay.
And I tried to order a pizza, English में. तो I tried really hard since उस बंदी को समझाने में कि I want a chicken pizza. उसको समझ में नहीं आया और उसने मेरे फोन मुंह पे फोन मार दिया. It's like no, मतलब बाद में मुझे पता चला वो बोल रही थी मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. वो मुझे बाद में पता चला, ठीक है. So at night I was like, अब जाके मुझे खुद जाके इशारों से एक चिकन पिज्जा ऑर्डर करके खा के आना पड़ेगा. It can't be even delivered to my place जैसे इंडिया में होता था बहुत आराम से. So that day, after eating the pizza, of course, I decided I learn the language. Okay, so it wasn't easy to learn something completely new. Okay, Spanish is so different. And the next day, I went to the university. I enrolled myself into Spanish language learning, and for 2 years, I studied Spanish, and now I'm fluent in it.
Wow.
उसके बाद मैंने पिज्जा ऑर्डर किया.
That's truly inspiring. बहुत सही.
Yeah, that is one story I wanted to share.
ये होता है इंस्पिरेशन. ये स्टोरी हमारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को बहुत मोटिवेट करेगी. That's beautiful. मुझे खुद मोटिवेट हो रहा है कि यार इतना डेडिकेशन. बहुत सही. Okay, so अब हम थोड़ा पीछे जाएंगे. How you started your marketing journey? How you started your career? Not marketing, career journey. Career के बारे में बात करेंगे. Yeah.
The finance part of it or the marketing part of it?
Finance से start करते हैं. सबसे पीछे से.
Okay. एक चीज तो I started working when I was in college. तो उस टाइम पे मैं ट्यूशंस पढ़ाती थी जैसे बहुत लोग पढ़ाते हैं.
अरे तुमने क्या किया है?
तो तो मैं पढ़ाती थी क्योंकि my mom is a teacher with over 2.5 decades of teaching experience. तो वो भी ट्यूशंस पढ़ाती थी. तो उनके पास जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे आते थे क्लास 5-6 के, तो उनको मैं इंग्लिश, मैथ्स एंड हिंदी पढ़ाती थी. And बाद में जाके I started teaching economics to the older students, economics and accountancy. So I did that. I love numbers like I mentioned earlier. So उसके बाद I did MBA Finance, and उसके बाद the journey was smooth. I landed up as a US tax consultant in one of the big fours for the US offices. So it was good. Tax accounting वगैरह करना and all. I was doing that. So that was my brief stint in the area of finance. उसके तुरंत बाद, the break I took, I landed in a PR job,
right,
in which I started, since I had a background in finance. It's a very unique mix for a person to have, is understanding how finance works and being able to write about it.
Okay.
Fintech writing जो अब आ रहा है, फिनटेक उसका ही फाइनेंशियल काउंटर पार्ट जो बाद में इवॉल्व होगा फिनटेक में, जो हम आज देखते हैं. ठीक है. सो आई स्टार्टेड राइटिंग घोस्ट राइटिंग आर्टिकल्स फॉर वेरियस फाइनेंशियल डेलीज इन इंडिया. तो वहां से शुरू किया मैंने अपनी राइटिंग जर्नी. सो इट स्टार्टेड एज अ कंटेंट राइटर, पीआर, एकेडमिक राइटिंग भी मैंने की विद सम ऑफ द लीडिंग पब्लिकेशंस. एंड उसके बाद what happened was, through one of my friends, I got a gig for content writing for a tech company.
Okay.
So that was the breakthrough point. So I was doing that, and at the same time I was talking to the founder about different ways he can market it, which was intuitively, which was content marketing. बस हमारे पास ये सब tags नहीं थे तब, but हम कर रहे थे.
Okay.
So he said, why don't you take care of this entire social media and everything as well?
Okay.
So one thing about me is like, कुछ भी, just let me know and I will pick it up. क्योंकि मैं काम कर लूंगी.
I'll try.
I need to give it a shot. I'll try it.
Wow.
तो मैंने हाँ कर दिया and I started working on it. And उसके लिए मैंने HubSpot का content marketing का course कर डाला, email marketing का course कर डाला. So in the mornings I would work, at night I used to sit and do the courses.
Wow.
And I already had a kid back then, so he was a few months old.
Super.
So that, and then he started referring me to more people, so work started increasing, and there was a time that I had more than enough that I could handle. And that's when I went into the agency format, created some collaborations, and worked with other freelancers. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Okay. और ये कब की बात है? कब start हुआ था ये?
2016 को मैंने DigiWiz start किया था.
Wow.
And
2016.
my writing career started in 2011. 2011.
अरे बाप रे. Good.
Yeah, it has been more than 10 years.
Right. बहुत inspiring. रात में study करना, सुबह काम करना. ये होता है एंटरप्रेन्योर की निशानी. Hard work. मैं भी ट्राई करता हूँ. मैं रात में तो होता नहीं मुझसे, बट मैं सुबह जल्दी आने की कोशिश करता हूँ. तो मैं मेरा ऑफिस 7 बजे ओपन करता हूँ, तो मैं रात के 9 बजे बंद करता हूँ. तो मैं करना पड़ता है. Okay, so let's get ahead. Let's talk about how you failed. So इस जर्नी में फेलियर कहाँ पे आया था और किस तरह से फेलियर हुआ था, अगर कुछ हुआ होगा, मतलब yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. I think this is the part where I talk about how I deemed failure. When you first talked to me about this, and I said कि मैं क्या ही बात करूं. So it's not that कि failure नहीं हुआ या everything has been very smooth. I wouldn't say that. There have been hiccups, like I call them. It's not that I am not comfortable with the word failure, but there was a certain way that I grew up. Okay. So my mom, when I was young, she told me that things go wrong. Things won't always happen the way you want them to. So when things go wrong, don't think that you have failed or something bad has happened. Just look at it as a stepping stone to the better thing or good things in life. So if you don't have something that is not working out in your favor, or you are not, only when you are sad can you understand the value of happiness. Right. So if you don't have any sadness, you will always be happy, and that is not happiness. That is just a state of
normal,
emotion.
Stable.
Yeah. And that, learning was so core to me that whatever happened, even bad grades in school, okay, because that happens to us, we are not always straight A students. I always felt कि इस बार कम आया, मतलब मुझे अगली बार और मेहनत करके I need to get better grades. It was not that कि अरे मेरे साथ ये कैसा हुआ, टीचर ने मुझे मार्क्स क्यों नहीं दिए. I would never dwell. It would always be, if this is happening, then maybe there is something better than this that's going to happen next, and I have to work for it. So I don't really have an answer to your question, Tanmay, but the reason being this, the approach that I've had.
Your positive attitude help you grow faster, and that's what everyone should practice. हर चीज को पॉजिटिवली देखना है. फेलियर तो आना ही है, उसके बारे में तो कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता, because when we are trying new things, obviously we don't know how to do it, and that's why we are going to fail, but we have to just pick up that failure, learn, and just we have to go ahead. That's simple process. Simple रखना है, क्यों complicate करना है?
Absolutely. In fact, एक चीज, I wouldn't call it a failure, but when you're running an agency, you don't know the clients that you will work with. So many times you say yes to clients who might not be the best fit for you, and vice versa. I might not be the best fit for them. but it so happens that you pick up the clients and you say ki हाँ हम कर देंगे, and it does not work out well. Okay, so that is the project is getting delivered, everything is happening fine, but maybe you are not happy, right? Because of the interactions, because of how its work is happening, and it's not the client's fault, right? Neither is it my fault, because it somehow did not fit the, the I don't know if to call it chemistry or how
Match.
whatever match, it did not fit. And in a way you can see it as a failure, right? Because it did not work out, and then you cut ties. We are still in touch, but the thing is we were not fit for each other for a particular project. But then again, the lesson is, like you said, don't repeat the mistake. Maybe that niche is not for me, so I will not focus on it again and fail again in that. Let me focus on other things. So you keep learning from your mistakes or mismatches, and learn from, course correct.
Right. Okay, so अब बात करते हैं, what was the biggest challenge throughout this journey? What was the biggest challenge in your career?
The biggest challenge, again, it has been myself. I have been my biggest challenge, because I have this thing that I need to be doing a lot of things at the same time.
Right.
So I can't, when I'm working, I will do it in a focused way, but I will have, like, if we are talking in computer browser language, I'll have 100 tabs open. So that is the kind, and those tabs are in my head, in my mind. The Sassy Marketer is on, the Digivision marketing community is on, that agency is on, that I'm working full time as a head of marketing. So, there is so much. And that has been a huge struggle that I had to face, is my own self, that I did not know how to and when to limit myself to just one thing. My biggest failure is trying to understand where to, just focus all my efforts into, because there is so much I want to do. And I live in this thing that that zindagi na milegi dobara kind of an attitude, jo karna hai kar dalo, don't leave anything for tomorrow. Wow. I don't procrastinate. I never procrastinate. Wow. If something needs to be done now, it will be done now at this moment, because of which there are always 100 tabs open. So yes, that has been a struggle.
Oh, super. Okay, so अब आगे बात करते हैं. हमें हमारी जर्नी में हमेशा कोई ना कोई मदद मिलती है, कोई ना कोई एक सपोर्ट करता है. So who helped you in your journey, whether it's your husband, mother, father, friends, कोई भी, तो किसने मदद की इस जर्नी में? That
2 people.
Okay.
उस दो लोगों को जाता है इसका शेयर.
Yes.
हाँ, it will be my mom and my husband. They have been the pillars of support for me, and without them I could not have managed to do whatever I have done. So it has to be them.
Okay. सही. Okay, so अब आगे बात करते हैं हम लोग इंस्पिरेशन की. कुछ ना कुछ, जैसे कि तुम्हें जर्मन स्पेनिश लैंग्वेज सीखने के पीछे एक इंस्पिरेशन था, वो जो अंदर से करने की इच्छा थी. तो अब बात करते हैं, what inspired you when things were not going okay? What inspired you to bounce back when there was a struggle time and all? Which inspiration?
Whenever there is, I actually like to listen to a lot of motivational speakers. I mean, many people say कि उससे कुछ नहीं होता, वो लोग कुछ बोलते हैं and they don't follow it themselves. I don't care if they follow it themselves or not. कभी कभार ऐसा भी होता है कि एक ही चीज मैं 5 लोगों से अलग अलग जगह से सुन रही हूँ, because they are repeating the same thing. I won't think कि इसने भी ये बोला, उसने भी वो बोला. I see कि in a way the universe is sending the same thing to me through 5 different people. That means I need to focus on that message, right? So instead of criticizing other people ki ye kahin se, I feel very bad when people say these things about motivational speakers, because they are taking the time to create that content. As a content creator, I feel that. So whenever I have been facing struggles with my own this thing, that itne sare kaam utha ke, I get so overwhelmed sometimes. I listen to people, and there is this particular person I listen to the most. I really like Mel Robbins. She is amazing. She is so empowering. उनका कुछ भी मैं सुनती हूँ, anything that she has, right from reels to videos, it's just amazing, and she inspires me a lot. And of course, there is Steve Jobs, because of a lot of reasons. He was himself such a, very clear yet conflicted. He was a paradoxical person, and मुझे बहुत इस उनके बारे में ये चीज intrigues me. So yes.
मैं भी मोटिवेशनल जिन लोगों को मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, 5-10 लोग हैं, उन लोगों को फॉलो करता हूँ, सम ऑफ माय मेंटर्स, सम ऑफ जो लोग जिन्हें मैं मानता हूँ, उन लोगों के मैं वीडियोस देखता हूँ या फिर पॉडकास्ट सुनता हूँ, तो वो मुझे मोटिवेट करते हैं, मुझे इंस्पायर करते हैं, मैं चार्ज होने में मदद करते हैं. तो डेली मोटिवेशन थोड़ा जरूरी है, और इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी सराउंड आवरसेल्फ विद पीपल हु आर 10, 15, 20 स्टेप्स अहेड ऑफ अस. सो इससे मदद मिलती है. सो अब
एब्सोल्युटली
हम देते हैं समरी. So give our audience 3 main reasons that you think was the reason behind your failure. जो छोटे failures आए थे जिंदगी में, 3 main reasons behind your failure. So
one would be not thinking things through, myopic thinking, like thinking of things in the short term, right? So not thinking 5 steps ahead. जो मैं अभी करती हूँ is that whatever I do right now, what will be the effect of this thing 5 years down the line?
Right.
Even if it is just a one-time thing, what will be the effect of it? So that was one learning from my failures. The other one was that if you, just because you want something some way, it will not turn out the same way. Like disheartenment is bound to happen. So what happens is, if you don't have this way of thinking, failure hits really hard, right? Because if you always keep that buffer कि there's a high chance कि नहीं भी हो सकता है, तब मैं क्या करूंगी, having that understanding of what if. Yes, तो what if का buffer अगर ना रहे, so that kind of acts as a catalyst many a times when it comes to failure, because we are desperate to get results, right? Yeah. And the final thing would be this is not really one of the 3 things, but what I would like to leave the audience with is that, again, don't look at failure as something that is limiting you, that is going to stop you from being your best self. In fact, that is the only thing that can help you get better. Because if that is not the thing, अगर failure नहीं होता, you wouldn't have. अगर हम जब चलना सीख रहे थे, तब अगर गिरते नहीं तो एक बार में तो कोई भी चलना नहीं सीखता, right? So yeah, pretty much that.
Okay, super. अब चलते शो के आगे वाले पार्ट पे. ये है क्विक क्वेश्चन क्वेस्ट. इसमें मैं तुम्हें 2 चॉइसेस दूंगा, A, B. तो तुम्हें क्विकली एक चूज करनी है. जैसे कि चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. 11 क्वेश्चन है. So first one is, let's start quick question quest, and first question is organic promotion or paid ads. What would you choose?
Paid ads.
Okay. For creating content, blogs or videos?
Videos.
Same here. Okay. For consuming content, blogs or videos?
Videos.
Oh, मुझे लगा था for creating content तुम blogs choose करोगी, but गलत था मैं. Because you are into writing and all, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, but then you inspired me.
Oh,
And
I'm practicing to create lots of video content. Okay.
mm,
Number 4 is work from home or work from office.
work from home.
Great. Number 5 is, okay, this is interesting. Marketing before branding or branding before marketing.
Oh my God. Chicken. I would choose branding before marketing.
Okay, and why so? Any reason?
Because yeah, we need to define the brand, right? Before we start marketing it, we need to have the message, the tone, all of it ready before we go out to the market and start talking about it. Talk bhi karenge to kis bhasha mein karenge, what will be the tone of that brand? So branding exercise becomes important before marketing.
Same here. That's what we are doing nowadays. By creating content is actually we are putting our personal brand out and then we will start marketing
Yes,
ourselves.
absolutely.
Number 6 is offline client meeting or online client meeting.
Online client online client meeting.
Number 7 is, okay, few high budget clients or more less budget clients.
Few high budget clients.
Right. मैं भी यही choose करता. Number 8 is, okay, international clients or local clients.
International clients.
Okay. Number 9 is daily posting or alternate day posting.
Daily posting, preferably.
Daily hammering is important. Okay. And the last one is about coffee, on coffee. So homegrown, ouch, homegrown coffee or non-homegrown coffee. Homegrown coffee like Sleepy Owl, Black Plaza, Rage Coffee, or non-homegrown coffees, other brands. What would you choose?
Homegrown.
Homegrown. And which one is your favorite?
Yeah. Sleepy Owl and Blue Tokai.
मैंने देखा था Sleepy Owl का तुम्हारा post, वो फोटो डाला था तुमने. Super.
Right.
Okay, so अब failure stories का end का part है जो हम लोग end करेंगे एक quote के साथ. So मैं एक failure quote दूंगा at the end और you have to tell your favorite quote. So yeah, what
Just
is your
give
favorite?
me one moment.
Yes, go ahead. No problem.
I have to figure out right now. I missed this part.
No worries.
Oh, I already found it, but I don't know who said it. Okay, I don't know who said it, but I know the quote.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, go ahead.
So the quote is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's the part of success.
That's without failure you cannot grow. There is no accidents, there is no immediate success. You have to respect the failure.
Absolutely.
Failure is, मुझे तो लगता है कि जैसे कि होता है good things and bad things, like success and failure, they are go together. It's not, you cannot separate them.
It's like two sides of the same coin, अगर हम ये बोलते good and bad, light and dark, so success and failure, without it's not possible.
Right. So audience, let's end this failure stories podcast with a failure quote. Those who fail to learn from the past doom themselves to repeat it. So ये quote था और this is the learning of this episode कि अगर आप सीखेंगे नहीं, अगर आप repeat करेंगे आपके mistakes को, तो फिर आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे और then you are on the way to. So take lessons and just grow faster. Thank you for watching this.